Alright, so patch notes for the 4.5 anniversary celebration are here. Let's go through them. Elizabeth. I'm gonna start by talking about Elizabeth. If you want to watch her get, what is this outfit? Dear Lord. If you want to see the gameplay, it's in the other video, but I will be reading off what she does again, and yeah. But first, ooh. So this is the banner. They are actually including 5 festivals, and plus the LR festivals. I was concerned that because these 2 festivals were gonna be in it like regardless, that maybe they wouldn't add 5 of the voted festivals, but no. Trader Melly, by the way, we're given a free copy of him, so if you still need dupes or you don't have him at all, that's great. I really hope next month, at the end of year celebration, we get his holy relic. That would be dope. But this is the banner. Really great banner, of course, because we voted for the characters. It has all 4 LRs. I think LR Liz is a character that a lot of people don't have. Would I say that you shouldn't summon this banner because end of year is coming? No, I think you should. It's like, they're gonna give 200 gems for login as well. If you have good gem management, you can do 900 on this banner and 900 on the next one, and I would recommend that. Even if Liz is not like the best character in the game, I think there's too many good characters in this to pass up, in my opinion. So, oh, there's the paid tickets. That this one I don't recommend, but that it's your money, do whatever you want. The paid tickets are so bad, but. So Liz over here, she's a light character because Light Liz is a new concept in this game. And I'm going to be reading off her translations on screen so that you guys can follow along better. Shoutouts to Kane here. So, at the start of battle, applies Intervention of Light for 2 turns to all enemies. Intervention of Light is decreases attack related stats by 10%. I mentioned this in the other video. If Goddesses become the new meta, this part is useless because you can't lower stats, but assuming that in the future, with a new festival coming December, maybe Goddesses will remain more relevant because of this. So, you know. If the unit with this debuff has less than 3 ult gauge and gets attacked, it reduces 1 ult gauge from the unit. This is a very interesting part. Very interesting. Like, you can't stop someone that's already ult rushed, but you can prevent it a little bit. I thought maybe they thought it would be way too strong if you just remove the ult gauge regardless, so this condition I think is fair. And for every specific ally present, specific allies being Goddesses, humans, and deadly sins, a friend of mine texted me, I say texted like it was like WhatsApp, no, Discord, DM'd me saying, Liz is weird with humans and sins because, you know, humans, the main character for humans is Ascanor, and you need to have a full human team, so that doesn't work. Like, she's gonna be interfering with his passive. And then for Sins, Bond's passive doesn't work with Goddesses either. So it's really strange that they added this, and I think that they only added these like 2 extra specific allies to cover up. Because Bond, at launch, he was really, I mean, he was trash, right? And one of the main reasons why he was trash, I mean, there was a lot of reasons, but I think one of the main ones was this limitation. And I think that they covered up her limitation by adding these 2 already. That's my theory, but I don't think she's going to be good outside of Goddesses, at least for now. Maybe with more characters coming up for these other 2, it might work. 'Cause, like, humans, no way. Humans like Ascanor doesn't work with her. Roxy doesn't work with her. Roxy does not work with her because you need to have a human to do the single target crit, right? And then Bond doesn't work with her either. So it's like, humans, no. 7DS, again, Bond is, it's odd, but maybe in the future. In the battlefield, increases her all stats by 7%. Let me open up my video here so that I can show her stats, I guess. The stats are good. I mean, it's festival stats, right? So look at her stats and then just add 21%, because at all times, or at least in the beginning of battle, right, she's going to have the extra 21%, right? When specific ally uses an attack skill, so Margaret, for example, which is a buff skill, it's not gonna apply this Goddess Fury, but you know, it's just one card on your team pretty much that's not gonna be applying. Applies a Goddess Fury to herself, which is increase attack rate stats by 6%, up to 24%, so max of 4 stacks. Also, when Goddess Fury is fully stacked, when the unit uses a single target, removes all stacks and stuns the enemy, also removes their stance. When you stun someone, you're always going to remove stance, so I thought of not even mentioning last time, but maybe I should have. Every stun ability in this game also removes stance. I don't know why, but it does, so I guess it makes sense. You can't be stancing if you're stunned, I guess, but in any case, her cards, her cards, skill 1, inflicts severe punishment, which is 3 pierce rate. You gotta have a pierce card in there somewhere. For every Goddess Fury, so that's stack, right? Apply to her, increase damage by 20%, and keep in mind, if she has 4 stacks, if you use this single target, you're gonna remove the stacks. Right after the attack, you're gonna remove the stacks. But the AoE, right, it has Flood, it's an AoE Flood, but also, if she has all stacks of Goddess Fury, increase damage by 50%, you're not gonna lose the stacks. If you do the AoE, and you have full stack, you're not gonna remove it, only the single target. So, I would say if you have full stacks, do the AoE first and then the single target, just in case. Ult. This is where it gets a little funky. A little weird, if you will. I'm gonna read her ult passive first, and then the ult ability. So, when the unit is in the battlefield, and the ally's turn ends, and I guess I'll show, like, on the gameplay so it looks more coherent. Right here. On Margaret. Right here. Margaret has a revive, and this is what it does. So, if there are 2 or more surviving allies, applies 1 turn of Goddess Blessing, which is a revive. Goddess Liz Revive. It's Goddess Liz Revive. Is this Goddess Liz's passive name? Let me take a look, because if it is, that's funny. I think that would be kind of interesting if it is, but I don't think they would have done. Embrace of Goddess, nah. If it was Goddess Liz's passive name, I think it would have been perfect, because it's literally Goddess Liz's passive. It's exactly the same wording as well. So, okay. Applies that for the unit with the least HP, proportion for max HP. This is every single turn, by the way. Every single turn you apply a revive. And to the other characters that don't get the revive, they get 20% damage reduction. And this stacks with Margaret damage reduction. So you have mild damage reduction, Margaret damage reduction, Goddess Liz damage reduction, and if you have Tristan, you have super high defense with stats. There's a 10-turn limit, but I'm going to be real honest with you. If the match lasts longer than 10 turns, what is going on? So, and then her ult applies attack related stat boost of 50% for 2 turns, the 750 to all enemies, and applies Intervention of Light, which is this debuff again. Applying this part is useless because if you don't kill them with extra 50% attack related stats, what is going on? So, oh, this is dev notes. I want to talk about dev notes as well. So, I think Liz is going to be good. I think Mael is a good... So, okay. Ooh, okay, ult levels. Let me actually talk about this first, I guess. Ult levels. I'd like to translate this real quick. Okay. Wow. Let's go back. So her ult, right? It goes up to 10 turns. No. 1/6 is 2 turns. Alright? The damage reduction that you give to allies only starts from 3/6 and it's only 1 person. It's only the other 2 allies that don't have the revive at 6/6. Look, this is the turns, right? So, 1/6 is 2 turns, 3 turns, 4 turns, 6 turns, 8 turns, 10 turns. 10 turns is an exaggeration. I think here, like 4 or 6 turns is fine. But yeah, you're gonna need her at least 3/6. Like, okay, I don't want to say need her. I don't know if you need the damage reduction, but you don't even get the damage reduction. Like, you are missing 20% damage reduction to the allies by not having her with dupes. That's outrageous. Yikes. Big yikes. Whew. If you have her 1/6, she's gonna be replaced like this when December comes out. Like, that's yikes. Yikes. I don't know how to feel about that. I knew, like, ult passives are a thing now, and they are a big deal. Bond's ult passive is a big deal, right? This is cringe. This is cringe. She's so much stronger at 6/6. But in any case, keep that in mind when summoning. Your Liz will be so much weaker than mine at 1/6. So much weaker. That 20% is going to make a big difference. Because you're stacking the 20% with Miles' damage reduction and Morgar's damage reduction. New card set. During Knighthood boss battle. Increases basic stats by up to 5% and reduces damage by 10%. Doesn't seem like there's a condition. It's just any character. So Monspeed's new relic. So he becomes Kyo essentially. At the start of turn, gives 2 ignition effects to all enemies for 3 turns. And if all allies participating in battle are demons, give 1 more. This is really interesting. If, you know, you're doing a full demon team, you're applying 3 ignites every turn. You're going to stack those ignites quick. Like, his Kyo is 2 ignites, but it's 4 to 1 of them, right? This is to ratio everybody. And then for each ignite on the enemies, increases damage by 3% up to 10 times. So I think Monspeed is going to be good because of this. No. But interesting relic. I wish they would also buff his stats. Like, if they're going to give him a relic like this, that's actually really interesting and cool. This is a really cool relic. They could also increase his stats to make him usable, right? Coin shop. People we're asking, is the one ultimate going to be in the coin shop? No. Light and dark characters are never in the coin shop. There has never been a light or dark character in the coin shop. Bundles, bundles, bundles. This is the paid tickets I talked about. These tickets technically have higher rates, but they are garbage. You spend your money however you want, but I don't recommend buying these unless you're seeing the value of it. You get pendants, you get gems, right? But I would not expect to pull anything from these tickets. Then this weekly thingy. Oh, that is a cool Meliodas art. I'm gonna save that later. 200 gem login bonus, so very nice. And this, so this is exciting. This is where you're gonna get a free Trader Meliodas. What other characters do you get? So you get a green Liz, blue Meli, the goat. Trader Meli, and oh, that's nice. Blue Elat, and then obviously a free multi on the festival banner. Okay. Another free multi on the festival banner right here. Oh, they're extending the daily missions, and the coin should level up a character to level 90. Yep. One of these buff thingies. Okay. One of these card events. These bosses return. You can get some of those tickets to get Trader Meli right there. Oh, SR food. For what? What does the SR food do? I'm assuming it's for the boss. It only lasts during the 4.5 anniversary, of course. Increases drop rate of costume enhance materials by 100% on raids. That's good. King Exchange, nothing new. Yeah, they haven't updated King Exchange in like a while. I wish they would. Some support events, usual stuff, nothing crazy. There's one of these. Hawk Pass, there's a new Lost Vein skin. Okay. Lost Vein. I guess he's kind of relevant still. Festival Lost Vein. Now, player rank increase from 110 to 120. Nice. That's extra stamina. So that's pretty good. This is not unit, by the way. This is player rank. I just want to, before anyone like, no, I gotta level up my characters. Chaos, okay, you can exchange the LR coins for these fragments here. Yeah, I was really like worried because they're giving us a lot of LR coins now. Like a lot of them. If you saw the changes to the, what's the name? Well, the thing that you can buy LR coins in the shop. I forget the name of the game mode. But they're giving us extra. And it's 6 weeks. And then you also get it from Labyrinth. And you also get it from that tree thing, like once a week. And then you also, like, they're also giving us on the mail as well. Like, bro, are they going to drop, like, multiple LRs? Like, back to back? Or what? Because they're giving us so many LR coins. And it's because, you know, a lot of people can't do Hero Arena. A lot of people can't do Hero Arena, right? And they're giving more because of this. They actually talk about this in the dev notes. I'm going to skim through it while we talk about it. Improve usability of event boss parade. Oh, okay. I don't know what this is, actually. I was looking at this, the function of annihilation battle. Interesting. Fix an issue. Okay. Resetting of Battle of Annihilation. Okay, so this is the one where you fight the demonic beasts, right? I was thinking, are they gonna reset it or are they gonna take it away? They're gonna add Liz to the special characters for Hero Arena. Oh, it's gonna be an easy one. I mean, if you already have Elat, goddesses are just like super good, but Elat is in the SR tickets. I do recommend trying to get her if you have been saving SR tickets. I mean, this is a standard celebration. I do like to give a free trader melee, and if he gets a really good Holy Relic next month, that would be huge. Let's talk about the dev notes. So, I'm going to skip through a little bit, because it's a lot of stuff that we already know, and I just talked about kind of. So, this is the LR coin thing, right? I was talking about this right now, and you know, they realize a lot of people can't get LR so fast, so they're giving us a lot of LR coins because of that. And for the excess, you just trade it, right? You just trade it. If you are a whale, so this material, I shouldn't have scrolled up. This material is like one of the only things whales actually want because it's so limited. So this is the perfect exchange, pretty much. If you are a whale, you gotta think like. Festival coins, for example, are so worthless because if you are a person that has multiple festival coins, that means you're a whale, right? And there's nothing in there that you want, so you just keep stacking them. So stupid. But this is something that, you know, a paid player would actually want, so they actually thought about something. And if you aren't on an excess of LR coins, then the extras are nice, right? So, new content. They're going to add the Demon King battle as a new PvE content. Now, this is interesting. They're adding a lot of stuff. You know, they talked about 2023 being a year where they're going to go back to their roots and start working again. Maybe that was true, but they only started working in 2023, right? So only now, because game development is hard. It takes time. Only now we're seeing the fruits of their of their work. So that's something. So the new PvE content reflects the battle against the Demon King. We're also planning to use a tag system that utilizes two teams formations to utilize a variety of characters. So if you play the Croc battle, I'm assuming that's what they mean. You just, you know, swap teams in the middle of the fight. With the update of Demon King, which is the top regular content in Battle of Annihilation, we're also planning to add character development elements that are linked to the corresponding content. In the previous developer note, we talked about the Sacred Object Reinforcement System as an additional training element, but it's difficult to experience a Sacred Object Reinforcement System as a training element. Okay? And the content linked with the demonic beast battle proof of courage was also deemed inappropriate. So this is obviously the fight where you face the 3 demonic beasts. They were gonna add relic upgrade materials to that fight, to the shop of that fight. But I guess they are not going to right now because they realized that shit was way too hard. Like, no one beat the floor 3. 0 players beat floor 3. So floor 3, I don't mean like floor 3 of the first fight. You saw me doing on video, right? So I think it's better if I pull this up from wherever the event is. The event has 3 difficulties, right? Right here. And in this video, for example, I first tried the first difficulty. The first difficulty is hard for like low-end players, but not so hard for high-end players. There's a second difficulty, which I haven't even tried because the shop is so dog shit. And there's the third difficulty. The third difficulty, no one has beat deer or dogs, as far as I know. One guy beat bird. As far as I know, one guy beat bird in the whole game. And then no one beat deer and dogs. I don't know if the guy beat deer. Maybe he has. But I know for a fact no one beat dogs on the hardest difficulty. If 0 players were able to beat your freaking activity, you did something wrong. Like, 0 players. So, yeah, they realized that was a mistake. So therefore, along with the new PvE content, we decided to change our plans by adding elements that will allow characters to grow directly. In RPGs, character growth elements are a system that should be added for the purpose of play and a sense of accomplishment. But on the other hand, we also understand that the deeper the character development, the greater the burden of development. In order for players to have fun, whatever. So this is why they say this, right? So there's a card, right? The only reward for beating the hardest difficulty of this terrible event is a card. A card. And guess what? No one has that card. Because no one beat it. In any case. Yeah, they talk about what it is. The reason why we removed the link between that and Sacred Object Reinforcement System, so this is, the upgrade materials for relics, was because we judged that would be inappropriate for such a high difficulty content. As a result, Proof of Courage has changed the nature of the content and is now presented as an event, but players will appreciate the fact that it is a challenge event with a high degree of difficulty that is different from normal battles. I don't know about appreciate, because no one beat the damn thing. But additionally, the difficulty of the game was difficult to understand, making it difficult for many players to complete the game. You mean anyone? Also, among the items that can be exchanged with clear rewards, in order to obtain the newly added exclusive artifact, it is necessary to clear Super Demon, which is the highest difficulty level. So despite the event, you receive the main reward within the period. We have also received feedback that it is not possible to obtain. It is impossible. Sick, guys. They must playtest, right? Who was the gamer, the absolute gamer at Netmarble who playtested the event and beat it? Because if the event is truly unbeatable, they wouldn't have put it in the game. Because I assume they playtested, right? One of the playtesters is so fucking good, he beat the event that no one else has. Insane. Actually insane. We apologize to all players for the inconvenience and disappointment caused due to the inappropriate difficulty structure of the event and reward methods that are limited by difficulty. Insane. I want to know who this dude is, bro. Or girl. I'm going to assume it's a dude, but... Or girl. Never know. For the Proof of Courage event, we will improve the problems this time to present it again in the form of an event that will satisfy you. Whatever. So, I only wanted to read these dev notes because of this part. It's just so funny. Like, they were like, holy shit, the event is impossible. We made a literally impossible event. Okay. In any case, that's it.